North Korea has issued a fresh threat to Donald Trump that it is on the brink of a nuclear strike that would plunge the world into World War III. The state's foreign ministry said in a furious statement that the U.S. president should prepare for nuclear war if he enforces a sea blockade to cut off the Hermit Kingdom. It comes after Kim Jong-un ended months of silence by firing a Hwasong-15 missile last month, boasting it was his most powerful yet and could reach the U.S. mainland. The statement, published by a Pyongyang newspaper, read, "The gang of Trump, being terrified by our accomplishment of the great historic cause of completing the state's nuclear force, is driving the situation on the Korean peninsula more and more close to the brink of war, acting recklessly without any sense of reason. A naval blockade is an act of wanton violation of the sovereignty and dignity of an independent state and an act of war of aggression which cannot be tolerated. The gang of Trump is taking extremely dangerous and big step towards the nuclear war by recklessly seeking the naval blockade against our country, neglecting the strategic prestige of our country that has achieved the great historic cause of completing the state's nuclear force." The statement added it would not hesitate to strike back should Trump attempt the blockade. The newspaper, Express Co. UK reports, continued, "The naval blockade the gang of Trump is trying to pursue is something that was already tried and ended in vain during the collective sanctions campaign against the DPRK undertaken by the Bush administration under the signboard of Proliferation Security Initiative in the early 2000s. Should the U.S. and its followers try to enforce the naval blockade against our country, we will see it as an act of war and respond with merciless self-defensive countermeasures as we have warned repeatedly. The international society should increase its vigilance on the reckless moves of the U.S. trying to ignite a nuclear war on the Korean peninsula, and if the UNSC does not wish to see the Korean peninsula and the whole world plunging into a nuclear war, it should act properly in accordance with its original mission, which is to preserve peace and security of the world." Yesterday Daily Star Online revealed how South Korea warned the UN that nuke nut Kim was in the final stages of weaponizing his nuclear program. And China was also warned that it must be ready for war with the rogue state at any time, according to military advisors.